Welcome back. I'm Danny.
I'm Ella.
I'm Megan.
And this is Salon Secrets. I feel like it's been a while since I recorded, but I think it's because we did it last week and I've already edited the one that's coming out tonight last week. So I feel like I've tuned out of it for a while, but I'm just on it. I'm organised.
I feel like it's been a while since. When did you do one?
I feel like it's been a while for both of you. Yeah. I feel
we
like
did one alone after the one I did with
yes.
Megan. Maybe like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that must be 3 weeks. But it feels like longer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So the last two, I think it was me and Tam, and then me, Tam, and Amy, maybe. I think, yeah.
Because it was the last one that we was all on that we spent hours and we was rambling.
Yeah, we had like 2 hours.
Yeah, when I said to my boyfriend, it won't be long, and he was like, "Isn't this the one with the people that you're the longest with?" And I was like, "Yeah."
We just ramble on.
We're going to keep it.
We were trying to keep it short and just a good
snappy.
time.
So and I was like, I want to go home.
I need a nap.
The question that we did this week was, what's the funniest thing you ever believed as a child? We had some really good ones, and I feel like this was just more of a lighter subject, wasn't it? Instead of like cheating and all that drama. So someone said, my mum told me guinea pigs had 3 legs so that I wouldn't want one.
It's always what your parents told you, isn't it? It's basically all the lies they told us.
It's the lies, and then I feel like even now I remember them. I'm going to pass them down to my son.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass them down.
You want a guinea pig? They've got 3 legs. Why would you want one?
Can you imagine her being like, "Mom, this one's got 4 legs. Oh my god, we need it. We need this one." I'm like, fuck.
I'd be like, they throw up in the night.
Yeah.
Every night.
They eat everything. Yeah. All your nice toys.
Yeah.
They're going to eat it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, hamsters and that do on guinea pigs and all that.
Yeah.
That to give
guinea
birth.
pigs are vicious.
To give birth, you had to press on someone's belly button and a baby popped out.
I've heard that one.
So that was how you made a baby.
I don't know what my mum used to tell me. I think she just used to say you just
get it delivered by a bird.
Oh no, my mum would just say like your mum and dad kiss and then you have a baby.
Oh, you have a nice cuddle. Nice cuddle.
Little did we know.
Yeah,
I don't think I cared. I was just like,
no. I feel like I didn't ask my parents, but I feel like it was friends at school would be like, I've heard that you do this.
Yeah.
It's what in the school playground, the stuff that the children
that had older siblings, because I was the older sibling, so it was brand new to me.
Yeah,
they said, I'd be like, really? Wow.
And you would believe everything. Carrots made you see in the dark. Witches were real.
Oh yeah.
I feel like if I got told that when I was younger, I'd be terrified.
Yeah,
but witches,
you know what scared me? The one from Wizard of Oz. The green one.
Yeah.
She still terrifies me. And the child snatcher. She really scares me.
The child snatcher, is that from Che?
Yes, that.
He was terrifying.
That was scary.
It was horrible. I've got goosebumps. They both freaked me out.
Have you seen that girl on TikTok?
Yeah, she'd be like, what did he say? He'd be like, lollipops, lollipops.
There's a girl on TikTok and she like puts the wig on and like pretends to be him, but with like elf bars. And it's like, I'm not even joking. She's like elf bars.
I'd be like, oh my god, take me.
The green witch. She had a really scary face. The green witch.
Yeah,
whatever her name is.
I don't really remember.
Is it Elphaba? Is that? Yeah, it's Elphaba.
Isn't that from the musical?
Yeah, but Wicked is a follow-on from her life.
Wow. Oh, is it?
Pre-Wizard of Oz.
Wicked.
So yeah, she's called Elphaba, but the original, she's such an ugly lady.
I was going to say, I thought that was the person off TikTok.
Yeah, she
pretends to
be
the witch.
The guy that's a girl.
Yeah. She pretends to be that's how she got famous.
That's what she named.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Have you never seen her in like the full?
No,
she makes her face green, and she's like just sings that Defying Gravity.
That's how she got.
Yeah, that's how she got.
Yeah, and Elphaba is the name of the witch, and she's called herself that.
How did you not? I thought that was just her TikTok name. Like I thought that was just
no, but I don't.
Witch's name.
I don't know if that on like bar, like Elf Bar. Like a babe again.
People call her Elphaba as like a joke, but Elphaba's the Wicked Witch's name in
Wow,
Dorothy.
you learn something new every day.
Every day in school day.
Wow. This one I feel like it was illegal to do this, but turn the light on in the middle of the car.
Yeah.
You know,
my dad would be like, turn it off! And I'd be like, oh my god, they can't see, oh my god, I'm flying.
That's literally me. I'd be like, they're gonna crash.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Why did we turn it on as a kid?
I don't know. I
reckon I was trying to like colour in the back, and I'd be like, turn it on.
But why did it annoy them so much that way?
Because I suppose when it's dark and the kids like flashing the light on and off, you just be like, I can't see.
But they'd be like, no, it's illegal. Like you can't have that on whilst I'm driving. And I
thought it blinded them.
Yeah, like you say, they couldn't see the road. It made it impossible for them to look.
Even now, I don't think I'd do it.
No.
I don't think I'd turn, if I was driving in the dark, I don't think I'd turn it on.
See, I still do you know, because I don't drive now, I still think that's bad. Like, if I'm in my friend's car, I'm like, no, you can't put the light on. I've only just realised that obviously
doing it in my friend's car, and I was like, you sure? Do you mind? And they were like, yeah, I need to open like a Chris or whatever. And I was like,
think nowadays as well, we have like the thing that pulls down for the mirror, and usually there's a light on there as well. So it's probably not as thingy, whereas back then, or maybe it was the fact that light in the old Dale cars was like a light.
Whereas
now it's probably like
or maybe
softer.
mixed with the car light behind.
Yeah,
and that was probably a bit more.
Or it was just annoying.
You know what? When I drive home tonight in the dark, I'll put it on
Test it.
and I'll see. Especially if I got pulled. Like, oh fuck, they won't lie. Shit, take me. That a hedgehog would pop your tyre if you ran it over.
Oh.
Would that not still happen?
They're soft. They're
Are they
quite
prickly?
soft. Imagine
Are they?
the weight of your car
On a hedgehog.
on a little hedgehog.
Aww. I'd still
also-
swerve.
my
If
friend-
you see an animal on the road, would you swerve?
Yeah.
Because my dad tells me off. He's like, no, you just gotta hit it. What if you get in a car accident or because you tried to avoid a rabbit?
Yeah. Cat, pheasant, hedgehog, I'm swerving.
Yeah.
No, one of
I
my
had to swerve around a
friends,
pheasant the
she
other day.
literally, honestly, she's awful. I don't think she would ever actually hit it, but she speeds up, and I'm like, don't actually hit it, like, because in my location to my other salon, it's like a woods, so there's like deers, rabbits, and
I
she's
would
just
be so
like,
upset if I hit
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
no,
I mean,
I was
if you
like, when
hit
I
a deer,
I
I
drove
think it'll really
to
hit your car.
Cheshire
Yeah.
2 weekends ago. There's a big pheasant, you know, the big, ugly old bird. I'm not
Big
really
bird with
bothered,
the
but
big
just because
tail.
it was there and it was like running around in the road, and I slowed down, and I was like, oh my god, there's cars behind me, but I swerved around, but the lady behind me did it as well. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm not being dramatic.
I'm
As if it's a
awful.
man.
Because it's a big alive thing,
Yeah.
you can't just hit
I
it.
think my dad, obviously, he's a builder, and back in the day when he used to go like all over the city, or like country, not different countries, different cities, sorry, all up and down the country, that's what I was trying to
up and
get
down
at. His friend would try and hit the pheasants and he'd take them home and cook them and have them.
Oh.
They're meant to be really nice.
like
Right.
roadkill.
Yeah, but he killed it so it's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Either way, I was like, that's weird.
No.
Cool.
That's
A
not
bird
nice.
could be like,
What, you
nowhere
pull
near
over,
the
stop,
car.
traffic.
Yeah, get
Get
the
it.
pheasant, take
You
it
know
home.
Clifton Bridge?
Yeah.
There's always badgers,
Really?
deer. I see them all the time.
I don't think I've
Foxes.
seen a badger.
Going down that middle bit back home. If I've stayed at my boyfriend's and it's been overnight and I leave in
Yeah.
the morning, there's always something dead there.
Oh, it makes me
It's there for ages.
cringe.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
guts
the
are
only
hanging
time
out,
I've
you're like-
seen like animals is on like the motorway, like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like those kinds of animals is when they've been hit,
Yeah.
and it does.
I've
break
seen
my
like a
heart.
I have
full-on
seen a
deer
badger.
before, like a full-on
Really?
baby deer, and I'm like, that's the biggest one.
Oh.
And it was all flattened.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's sad because I think, oh, it's went into its mum.
Yeah, like its mum's not gonna know where it is.
Yeah.
Stop.
Or
Oh,
like,
it's
if
gone
you
back
kill
and
the
seen
mum
it.
and you don't know, and the mum, then the baby doesn't know where to go because
Yeah.
its mum's dead.
I think if you hit an adult deer, you'd
You'd
be
know
hurt.
about it,
wouldn't-
yeah.
It would crush your
They
car.
are like, they run in front of your car though.
They do, 'cause
They get
they're lights,
startled,
They like
don't
the
they?
lights.
Ah, is that what it is? They're like,
Yeah. Can you imagine though if you did see one, you'd be like, "Fuck!" Because you see the signs, don't you? When it says a deer, and it's
Yeah.
like, "Well, thanks for warning me, but what can I do if one runs out?" Like,
yeah.
Yeah, luckily I've never hit anything
No.
that I can think of.
in your little car as well. Oh
A
my
deer
God.
would crumple me.
You'd be fucked.
It would just be
You'd be fucked.
crush my wind mirror. Mirror? Windscreen.
That being an adult was cool as fuck. Lol, that shit's hard.
I know. Oh my god.
You know, if I ever saw like an older girl when I was younger, I'd look at them and be like, oh my god. Like, however they had their hair, I'd go home and like do my hair that way.
Yeah.
And be like, oh my god, I'm so cool.
But I feel like that's the same thing with like year 7s.
Yeah.
Like when I was in year 7 and I looked at the year 11s, I'd be like, they are so old, they're so cool.
Yeah.
And 6th formers, I'd
To
be
me,
like,
they
they
look
are
like adults in
yeah.
a uniform.
Yeah.
And then I got there and I was like, oh, like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%.
we've been sold a lie with the adult life.
Yeah,
And
when I meet
want a
younger girls, I
refund.
can tell they're looking at me how I used to look at them. They're just like looking at you and they're like,
Literally like that.
well, I've got a friend lady at
Like
work who's got
fangirling.
like a 12, 13-year-old daughter. Whenever she goes all dead shy, but she just like stares at me like,
Why do
and
kids
I'm
do
like, so how's school? She's like, yeah. And she's like looking at me. I'm like,
Stop it.
she came to the salon, you know, when I did her brows,
Yeah.
and then my mum was there.
Yeah.
And when I was doing her eyebrows, eye contact, she was just like
But no, close
looking
it.
at me. Everywhere I was moving, she was just like looking at me. I was like, I mean, I'm honoured. I was like, oh,
It's
I
like
used to do
when
that.
when I used to be like 18, 19, I'd be out. And a girl would be like, "Oh my god, like you're so pretty. Like, how old are you?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm 19." I'd be like, "How old are you?" And she'd be like, 25. And I'd be like, "Wow, and you're out. Like, that's so good. I'm glad that you're
That's so
That's so cool.
You still like find time to go out alive.
That's me.
You're
And I'm like,
staying young and fresh.
Yeah, you're really on trend. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Aw."
God, 25 used to be like really old.
Really old. And we're there.
Oh,
We're there.
Jesus.
But
It's funny now though, even when my little sister's like, when I'm 22, I'm going to have my own house, I'm going to do that. And I'm like, yeah, all right then. Because let's
Yeah,
just see
we'll
what
see.
actually happens when
Yeah.
you're 22.
because that, I mean, if it's going the way it's going, you ain't ever moving out.
Literally.
Yeah, it's cost of
Ever.
living crisis. You ain't going nowhere.
No. If you pulled a funny face and the wind changed, your
Yeah.
face would get stuck like that.
I've never heard of these. No.
Is this a Nottingham and Mansfield thing?
Oh, surely. Oh,
You tell us at home, where are you from? Do you know any of these? Because
Yeah.
I
heard
feel
the
like
carrots
these are
one.
standard.
Not the wind. I've never heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a really common one.
I'd pull a face and I'm like, oh, if the wind comes, it'll stay like that. And I'm like,
Maybe my mum was just boring. She just didn't tell me any of these things. Sorry, Mum.
Why don't you put Ella sent one in? Said the shower shuts at 9 p.m.
that might just be me. When I was a kid, like if I wanted to go and have a shower,
Yeah.
and my mum would have decided it was too late, they'd be like, shut. They'd be like, the water's not going to work, and I'd be like,
No
all right,
way.
wouldn't try it. I'd be like, okay. They'd be like, it's 9:30, the shower's shut.
You'd be like,
And I'd
oh,
be
we just missed it.
yeah, but what time is it open then? They're like, in the morning. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That was a while until I was like 13. I was like,
I feel like adults anyway with things like they decide like it's too late, and I'm like, but it's not. Like I'll go to bed when I want to go to bed.
Yeah, it's too late.
So
Well, I've
probably just got home from work.
My mum was more like that with
secondary school,
cooking.
so I must have been like 11,
Yeah,
12.
it's too late to eat.
You're not allowed in the kitchen, like not allowed in the
Yeah.
kitchen, but like you're
It's
not.
done.
Yeah.
I can't cook, it's too late.
Past like if Emmerdale would have finished, I'm not
Yeah.
having any dinner if I've not had it already.
And what time would that kind of be? Is that 8?
No, I feel like Emmerdale was the first one. That's like
6?
6:30.
Really?
Yeah, because when I remember I'd get in from school and dinner would be on the table. Like
Yeah.
we didn't eat later than
See,
5 o'clock.
We'd wait till my dad got home from work, so it was like 6, half 6.
Yeah.
Mine was later like that as
But
well.
then I had to chill for a bit and I wanted to shower at 8:30. No, it's shut.
That's
Shower before
brilliant.
dinner.
I can't wait to use all of these. Sometimes.
You just make shit up to get them to do what you want to do.
If you eat veg, you get a hairy chest.
You know that one.
No.
You grow big and strong, get a hairy chest. Because they used to tell my brother that, and I'd be like, I'm not fucking eating that. I don't want a hairy chest.
I didn't say it makes you big and strong, but not the hairy chest part.
Is it broccoli specifically? Or is it just veg? I can't remember. If you eat broccoli, you get a hairy chest.
I have no clue.
I've heard the big and strong thing, but not.
I think my dad used to say it to my brother. You
make
get hairs
him
on your
eat.
chest if
Yeah.
you eat that, and I'd be like, fuck that. I started
Not
my
for me.
version to veg. I was like, yeah, no thanks.
Someone else put that school was going to be the best years of our lives.
Yeah, I heard that all the time, but I made the most of it.
But then I look back at school now and I think, oh, like
Certain,
really,
Yeah, no.
I'm the same as
It's
you.
alright.
I don't have any fond memories. I'm like, get me back there.
Yeah, no.
really.
Not
See, if I could
interested.
go back for a month, I would.
Really? Oh,
No
God,
longer, not like permanently, but like yeah, they
What
was the
stage,
life.
what year are you thinking of specifically? Like, which year at school do you feel like was...
Gotta be year 9.
Year 9 was a good time.
Year
I
9,
feel
year
like,
10.
Because
Yeah.
you didn't really have much responsibility.
Yeah.
They considered you an older...
Yeah.
And they'd be like, you
Certain
need to represent
moment.
for the year
Yeah.
7. I'm like, no, I'm doing the fuck I want.
Yeah. Like having a laugh with my friends, I remember that was
Yeah.
fun. But I do that now.
But I don't
Yeah,
actually
I
remember
mean,
the
I don't do
educational
anything
side.
No, neither.
Like I just remember, and like the people that like at school you would that weren't your friends, but like it was still funny to like
you, like,
speak with
bounce
them.
stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing that I did in school that I don't do now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fun
like, have a
wise,
laugh.
I still have a
Yeah.
laugh.
See your friends.
Yeah.
I feel like I was more fun in school.
Not have homework. Oh my
Really?
God.
Yeah,
It's
true.
bad.
I was in weird.
See, I never did it anyway, so for me, I was just
Yeah.
living the life.
There's nothing that you say specifically that I really need to go back for, or
Yeah.
like I envy that I don't have now. Like I really,
My life flourished after school.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. Like because it's like you're smart once you leave school, like through academically,
Yeah.
and then you get actual life experience.
True.
And then now
Yeah.
I'm in a position where I didn't think I'd be when I was at school. You know, like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? What do you want to be?
Yeah,
what do you
I
want to
never
do
had
when you
any
go to
idea.
university? What about sixth form? It was like, oh my God, fuck, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
And I get why a lot of kids go, I don't want to do any of it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave.
I was
But
like,
then
oh,
I
don't
look
do-
at it in a way of now, like, oh my God, so many responsibilities now. When I was in
Yeah.
school, my worst problem was, oh, my mum's not signed my
True.
book for
But
the
do you
morning.
not remember the girl drama at school, though?
Yeah.
Like the
The
bitchiness.
nasty
Yeah,
girls.
true.
That, you know, when I speak to like the young girls, like that girl who's
Yeah.
like you, when she tells you about her problems, it's because
Girls
that's the
are mean.
worst
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like her
ever.
friends would be like, your hair looks shit.
Yeah.
Or she'd like get it done, or she like went to get her eyebrows done. Her friends are like, I don't like them. I'm like, you're just saying that just to
Yeah.
be hot. But
Yeah.
they're her friends.
Yeah.
And that's her friendship group she's got to go through school with.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah.
One of
But
my
she's
prom
like, if you're
girls-
nice, they pick on you.
How
Yeah.
horrible is this? This is how nasty girls are. Her mum like spent a lot of money on a dress. Like, don't get me wrong, it was an extra dress. Like, but who cares? Like, if
Yeah,
you got the
yeah.
money, go and do it.
Yeah.
And she's not a bragger. Like, just from meeting her, and yeah, spent all this money on this dress, and she went to prom, and the lads was standing on a dress and ripping it, and the girls was like awful to her. She went home crying just because she looked unreal,
made
like
the
looks like a
effort,
princess,
yeah.
like.
And they were hating on her.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Girls are
Awful.
so mean.
Why would you
Anything
miss
they
school?
can pick on.
jealousy.
Nasty
Okay, maybe
girls.
not them.
If you're at school, you're year 7, year 8, and the girls being horrible, don't take notice.
Yeah,
They pick on
no.
people that are nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still that mentality of if you're the bully, you're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can say this to you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not doing that, then that just means you're a nice person.
And normally it's your friendship group that are the worst.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be like if I fell out with one of my friends and it'd be like all of them fell out with me, and then I had to make friends with all of them over again.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh, there's group chats
Each
made.
week they'd pick one person.
Yeah.
And then
And
you
that would be
all
the
hate
But there was
them.
always one ringleader.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there was always one person that never got the shit. She would always
But
be choosing.
I think they were the unhappiest.
Yeah. But then you look back, like, now when you're an adult, you can look back and be like the people, the bullies, I
But
look at
the
them
time,
and
I
I'm like,
remember
alright
the
then.
genuine like heartbreak when
So your belly.
whenever like someone would decide it was you for the week, they're like everyone just shunning you, and that's
Yeah.
it. Is that
Yeah.
a word, shunning?
I don't know, but I get you.
You know what I mean?
I feel like it
Shunning.
shouldn't.
Turning
The back on.
against you just for a
Yeah.
week, and you'd be like, "What do I?"
And your life
they're
is
my
over
only
after
friends,
that
yeah.
week, yeah.
And school is your world. You've got
Yeah.
nothing else to do.
And you know,
Yeah.
like when you tell your mum and she'd be like, you'll be fine. And you're like, Mum, you don't get
Yeah.
it. You don't get how bad this is.
See, this is
I've
why
got
I'm back
no
with my
one.
little sister now, because she, like, last year she had a big incident where, like, all her friendship group fell out with her, and she was like, I've got no one. And I was like, said to my mum, I said, she's gonna have to have the day off school. She cannot sit in that bathroom toilet.
They
'Cause,
make
like,
it
you
healthy,
felt like
yeah.
that, like, oh my god,
You have to
awful.
hide, yeah.
And my mum's like, just sit in the classroom, just sit with the teacher. And I'm like, what, you want me to not have a lunchtime and just sit with the teacher because my
Yeah.
friends are
Yeah.
awful.
But I remember as well, if you didn't go to school, like there was this one girl, and I think she sent a nude, and it was a bad one, from like year 7 or 8 to
Yeah.
year 10. And she was in and out of school all the way up until year 11 when everyone kind of forgot about it. And because the older years had then left, so it was
Yeah.
like we were the oldest, no one else who was older could pick on
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
And because she came, got bullied, left, came, got bullied, I was like, you need to not go.
It
I
made
was
it-
like, you need
yeah,
to stay.
yeah.
Otherwise they know they're pissing
Makes
you
it
off. And,
worse.
and every time she come in, you'd go over and over again. And like I said, it was only until we were at the top of the school that she actually felt a bit more confident.
Oh, bless
But I was
her.
like, like you say, they just you have to go.
Yeah.
Don't hide in the toilet.
No.
You need to act like you do not give a
Yeah.
fuck. And I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But
Because
if
next
you
week
show
will be
that
a
you
new
care,
person.
yeah,
They pick on someone else, don't
they
they?
will continue to bully you for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're more timid and they can tell it's having an effect on you,
Yeah,
they keep
they
going.
keep
Oh god,
going.
people are
So in school, they just get away with it because there's no actual authority.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how
and if it's not
worse it's
severe
got.
bullying, I
Yeah.
feel like it kind of goes under the radar because
Yeah.
it's just comments.
Yeah.
But if your friends are doing that to you,
Yeah.
and you're only 12 years old, you don't know who you are yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything they're saying, you're taking on. I remember being
Yeah.
so sensitive. Everything they said, I'd be like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's probably so true.
You're like, no, I don't like
couldn't,
this. No, I don't like that.
Yeah,
'cause
Yeah.
they've
Could, like
said
hold
one
my
thing about
own.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, have the best bag, have the best shoes.
Yeah.
Wear your makeup like this. I'm
That
on
was-
social media as well.
that was
and
the
now
thing
they've all got it
with-
even younger.
Like, people having older siblings, because I was the oldest. Like, my best friend at the time, she had an older sister, and whatever this older sister said, if it was like that's bag's
That's
not
not
cool,
it.
I'd be like, Mum, I can't go to school with that bag because her older sister had said.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's actually so sad.
So stupid. Isn't
I'm
it?
glad I didn't
But
have
that's
an
all
older
you
sister.
had though. You had school and you had whatever bag you wore. That was all you had.
Yeah.
You didn't see
Yeah.
each other other than like school holidays.
Yeah.
That's why it was so important. But,
And
yeah,
don't you just feel
miserable.
bad for parents as well having to keep up with it?
Those River
Yeah.
Island bags, every year I went up, they got more expensive.
See, my mum and dad didn't, and I used to hate them for it. I'd be like, "You want me to get bullied?"
Yeah.
But they were like, "We can't keep buying you." They were trying to teach me like, "We're not spoiling you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 6 months you want a new bag.
Yeah.
They said every year, yeah, but you want it every 2 months. You want a Gola bag. You
Yeah.
want a River Island bag. You want a Jack Wills bag. And I just they'd make
Wills.
me suffer.
Jack
They'd be like,
Wills.
"Whatever bag you buying in January, you keep it for the whole year." And I'd be like, "No." Everyone changed bags, and I'm like, "I want to see your mom." And they'd be like, "Does shit?" And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And like when Clark shoes, they were out by year 8. You could wear your little Clark. What were they like? The little brogues.
yeah.
Little Clark brogues.
Yeah.
After year 7,
Yeah.
Mum was like, "You gotta wait till year 8, babes."
I'm trying to remember what shoes I had. I think I had Air Force, black Air Force.
We weren't allowed that. in our
We
school.
weren't allowed
We
that.
weren't, but I just did it anyway.
I had to wear, like, my school wasn't even
to do what I want.
my school wasn't even allowed. Girls couldn't wear skirts. We had to wear grey baggy trousers because it was like a straight Catholic school.
Tragic.
No makeup, awful. I look back on pictures. But I look back on pictures and I think, wow, like I'm
We should
kind
all in
of
together.
yeah.
Yeah, we rolled our skirts
Yeah.
up, like just under the
And then you
vagina.
weren't allowed to like wear a black cardigan. But that I
Yeah.
don't know if that was that
We
was at my
couldn't.
school. Like you had your blazer and you couldn't wear a black cardigan. So I used to wear my black cardigan under my blazer. So when I took it off in lessons, I had my black cardigan on. And I'm getting put in isolation. And I was like, "You're putting me in isolation because I've got a cardigan on.
Yeah.
It's fucking freezing."
We used to
I was
get
like,
so
and I'm
much
not allowed to wear my
isolation.
coat either. Like it was something like in like when you were walking around from class to class or something, you couldn't wear your
Yeah.
big coat. It had to be blazer. 'Cause
Wait,
you
you wasn't
were
allowed to
representing the school.
Really?
There was a certain, I can't remember what the exact rule was, this is a fucking long time ago, but I wore my cardigan to keep me warm and because it looked cool, and then I got put in isolation for it, and I was like, it makes no sense. I'm
I got
here
isolation
a cardigan.
for skirt too short.
Yeah.
Tied too short.
Yeah.
Not wearing blazer.
Yeah.
Mine was always my eyebrows. Because
Eyebrows?
I wasn't
Are they
allowed
bad?
makeup on. But like when I see the teachers now, because my little sister still goes to that school, so I see them sometimes, and they're like, "You're a makeup artist," because wow, that makeup,
Really?
jet black, thick,
Really?
I used to have
sharpie
quite
pen
dark brows
eyebrows.
for a bit.
Oh,
So now
I'll
I'm quite
find a picture
thin,
for you one
naturally
day.
quite thin, so I just follow the line, but in dark brown.
Yeah.
I used grey eyeshadow as contour. I used to like sparkly grey eyeshadow
Slay.
on my cheekbones. I probably looked like a corpse, like
I don't
pale.
think I did much face makeup. I think I had a bit of what was the orange?
Matte mousse.
Dream matte mousse.
I didn't even have that mousse. What's that? A collection concealer.
Oh yeah. That's not even a bad concealer. I'd
No,
still
I
probably
love-
use
yeah.
that now. But do you know, I just remember like coming down. Sorry, we've gone really off subject. But you know, when I'd come downstairs and I'd be ready for school, and my makeup would literally be like in my face, and my mum would be like, you know, like, do you want to? And I'm like, Mum, it's meant to be like this. And now made me feel so insecure. But really, like, I'm
was
sorry,
trying to
Mum.
help.
Like, you really tried to
My
help
mum
me,
was
'cause it
like, your
to
eyebrows
my
are black,
jaw. Like, it
darling.
was bad.
See, I look back now and I'm like, why didn't you tell me? And my mum's like, I did.
Yeah, they
You
tried.
did
I
tell
remember my
really
mum
did
telling me,
try.
she was like, your eyebrows are a little dark. And I'd be like, oh,
You've ruined my day.
you don't get it. You don't get it. And she's like,
meant
maybe
to
just
be
a shade
like
lighter. And I'd be like, but I didn't have any money, so I just found whatever dark pencil was in the house. And I was like, go on then. By the time I'm being like, you don't get it, Mum. God, you're so rude.
But apparently, you know, because obviously girls have got social media, they're all a lot better at things.
Yeah.
One of George's clients was saying, she's a teacher, she was like, I don't know what's happening, but it's like they're all going back down to
I
what
heard
they should
her.
be.
Yeah.
Didn't she say they're going white makeup,
Yes.
like really pale
Like
foundation?
Korean beauty. They're like trying
Interesting.
different things, and she was like, and it looks like awful, but she was like, I'm glad.
Yeah.
'Cause they need
Yeah.
these pictures to
They
look
look
back
too
at and
good.
be like, look how bad I looked.
See, I look at my little sister and like she now, so she's 15, so she's going into year 11 next year. And she's got like the Dior lip gloss,
Yeah.
Charlotte
It's
Tilbury
TikTok.
skincare.
I've got 12-year-olds on my
yeah.
For You page. They've got Drunk Elephant
Yes.
everything. They like do their face. It's quite good. They're quite good at it.
Yeah.
They do like bronzing drops and they do like a bit of concealer. Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're 11.
But it looks
do Get Ready With Me and they
Yeah.
look alright. I'm
Yeah.
like, good on it.
See, I look at that phase that my sister's in now, and I'm like, that she's not gonna look back on that and think, oh my god, because there's
Yeah.
nothing to look back on.
Yeah.
But, that,
She looks
but now they're all
nice.
having to keep up with each other. They're having
Yeah.
to keep up with. Have you got a Drunk Elephant?
Yeah.
Drops?
Where
are they gonna
Have
be
you got
when
the
they're, like,
NARS? Have you got the
18?
Dior?
Because we were at that point of wanting makeup like that level at 18.
Yeah.
Did
Because
that
before we
stuff
just went to
exist
drunk.
then? Or we just
There
not
was like
aware
MAC,
of it?
and we was
Yeah,
like
but
MAC
Charlotte
lipsticks.
Tilbury, was that a thing?
I don't think so, no.
I just remember like
Dior
bare
makeup, I
minerals
don't
that
remember.
like
Dior, I don't think that was too
Drunk
old
Elephant.
for us.
wasn't
Drunk
it?
Elephant,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's
So
all
I
this
feel like it was
skincare.
MAC, and then we just went to Boots. Or
But
something.
skincare wasn't really
didn't have
as much of a
skincare,
big
no.
thing. Like
No.
I remember like
didn't
the
put primer
CeraVe
on.
cleanser.
No.
CeraVe cleanser. Like as we were starting to get a bit of spots, when I was
Yeah.
like year 9,
yeah,
year
yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Got like a face wash.
Yeah.
But they're using like
I really don't
retinol,
think there was.
acids.
Yeah, I really don't think there was, because even my friend, we used to nick her sister's makeup, and
Yeah.
it was just the same stuff that we had.
Yeah.
It was just like
More of
newer,
it.
whereas ours was like we were scraping the barrel
Yeah.
to try and use it.
I remember MAC and NARS.
Yeah.
But
But
that
even
was
then,
it.
MAC was our shit. Like,
Yeah.
MAC was the place to go for
It
makeup.
was those MAC lipsticks.
But the
Yeah.
amount of skincare they're using can't be good.
No,
If
it's
you're
not.
using
They've said it's
acids and
not.
retinol.
They've said Drunk Elephant is made for older skin.
Yeah.
And like they're all using it.
When
and
they're
it's gonna
our
fuck
age or
their
maybe
skin
like
up.
30, they're going to have all this texture that they're going to have to like compete with, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're gonna have to maintain
Or maybe
it.
sun damage because they're using retinol and then probably not using sun cream.
Yeah, I think they're
Oh,
fucking themselves
God.
up. But
And they're vaping from 10 as well. They're going to be like, "Ugh," and have really textured skin at like 25. I'm intrigued to see them all when they're like in their 40s.
I had one of my girls in, and she's only 16, and she was vaping. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you make me scared to have a little girl.
Yeah.
I want a little girl so bad, but you make me scared. Not even just her specifically, but seeing.
But your boy
A young
could
girl.
still vape at 11. They
Right,
do.
moving on.
My little, yeah.
Just tried so
Horrible.
hard not to beat my sister out on the podcast. That
Yeah.
I'm like not going to expose to my
I was like, my little
15-year-old sister.
Right, so we've got a really good story.
Oh my
This
God,
is
I'm
one of my
scared.
clients. She sent us in a few. This girl, she used to be a little rascal, and now she's calmed down. And her stories,
I'm
every time
excited.
we talk about things, I say like, "Oh, the subject this week's this," and she'll be like, "Oh, I've got one." And I'm like, "Send it in, send it in." So this one, I've actually had it in person, so
What's
I feel like I
the
can tell
like
it.
vague topic?
Sleeping with someone who is not a good time.
Okay, right,
Okay.
okay.
So nothing to do with our subject that we were talking about, but I thought it had to be mentioned. So she
Story
said,
time segment from now.
She said, so there was this guy who I'd been friends with for a while, as him and his parents used to come into the pub that I worked at all the time. It was this guy's birthday, and he convinced me to go into town after my shift finished with him, his friends, and his family. I love his family, so I went. I got absolutely shit-faced, and whilst we're out, at the end of the night, the guy asked me to come back and stay at his. I didn't really want to, but because it was his birthday, I felt bad. And also, like I said, I like him and his family, so I didn't want to disappoint them. So I ended up going back with him. She said, when I get to his, he takes me upstairs to his room. I walk in, and the walls are like a shit poo brown colour. And above his head, he has a whole shrine to his dog that had died. And when I say there is a canvas bigger than the size of my head above his bed, she went, anyway. He starts kissing me, and the worst fucking kiss of my life, biting my lips, seriously teethy kisser. And at this point, I have said to myself, I've made one huge mistake. One thing leads to another, and he gets his knob out. So when I tell you this is the tiniest knob I've ever seen in my life, like when I'm saying the size of my pinky finger, and I tried to toss him off, and I didn't really know how to do it. She was like, I'm using my thumb and my index finger. And then she's wrote, do the demonstration for me. She's wrote it, do the demonstration for me. She said, then he tries to put it in my... She said, I could not feel a thing, and even he said, is it in yet? Kind of moment. Because I felt nothing, God. He then said, let's put it in your butthole. So I'm now bent over on this man's bed with the canvas of the dog staring at me.
And this shitty brown wall.
Staring at me whilst he's trying to put his micro willy into my butthole. At this point, I get up and say, I need to go for a wee. I don't go for a wee. I grab my shoes and run out of his house, call a taxi to take me home. I've never seen him since. No, I've seen him since with his parents, and we don't even talk about what happened. So long, so sorry, but here we go.
You can't control those things happening, though.
Which things?
The micro penis.
But
you don't know until you're there in the moment, and then you got to deal with it.
But I think if you have a micro penis, you should warn people. You should. Don't put yourself in that situation where you know
he doesn't know any different.
Porn.
Yeah, and
or maybe he thinks porn is like, wow, like they've got different
huge
level. Maybe I'm normal and that's just a porn star.
Surely not. Surely, like every girl he slept with
finger is.
She said pinky finger.
I just realised when I demonstrated, I did with the ring finger. Not
Who's that? She said when she was trying to do that because it was really uncomfortable. Like she was trying to do it, and she was like, "This is like."
But surely he's had that reaction from everyone.
Like it's like I'm taking the piss.
Yeah, if you do that, you pass the thing, and you can't get it.
There's no room to give him a good time. So she was like, "I had."
Is he not watching? Like, how does he?
He's used to it.
He knows.
He makes that work.
He 100% knows, and he should come with a warning label because that.
How would you even warn them?
Poor girl. Get out a consent form beforehand.
Yeah.
And be like, please read the.
And just the fact that she's like not having a good time. She's bent over. She's like, it's in my fucking arse. I don't even want it to go in my arse, and I'm looking at your dead dog on the wall.
Because if it's a bit small, but you can still feel it, and you're having a good time.
I love the confidence for her to leave though.
She was like, is it in?
Yeah. If she can't even feel it, what's the point?
Can you imagine? Is it in?
Oh God!
I can't imagine being in a situation like that.
That was going to be a bit rude.
What was you going to
say? What's his point on Earth? Like, this is what you put on this Earth to do, and you can't even feel it in.
Yeah.
He's had to find someone really small.
She's small.
Oh,
but surely to face
that
to save that embarrassment for him, surely he would. And then he's just cock blocking himself.
He can't never have sex, can he?
Yeah.
Bless him.
If someone came up to me and said I've got a micro penis, I'm not gonna then go and.
I'd be like, can I see?
Yeah.
Can I see how small it actually is? Because I've seen it on TV, like that Olivia Atwood program.
Yes.
There's an episode. I think it was the last episode about micro dicks, and it was them going for like not surgery, but they had like injections into their penis to try and help it grow. Or like,
I feel bad for him now.
Even then, I don't think it really did anything. I feel like you would have to have surgery to have it be a bigger thing. And when I say micro penis, it was a
stump.
It was like a nubbin.
I just wouldn't have sex.
It was like a little nubbin, and
that's hard.
And the guy was really quite big on the program, so it's like, again, not being horrible, but it was like his belly came out further. So I don't think he actually would have been able to have sex. That's why he
unless on his back.
Is it?
No,
it?
Yeah.
Like
it'd just be rubbing the girl's area. It wouldn't go in. From what I remember, I think we started Googling it. You'd have to wear a strap-on.
Yeah.
To even just get the sensation.
Then he doesn't get to feel anything.
At least he gets to be with someone.
But then I feel like that's when you hit the relationship point. You can be like, right, okay. Like, well, one night stand.
I'm not getting in a relationship with anyone with a micro penis.
Bring someone back, but you don't even have sex with them. You use a dildo.
Yeah.
What if you didn't tell them if they were bent over and they couldn't see, and then he did it with it?
Then fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Then it'd be like, do you want to
you'd
stop
get
positions?
discovered
And then you'd be
sometime.
like, no, you stick. Close your eyes.
But then what's he getting
my kink is blindfolds.
Yeah.
Please blindfold yourself.
Yeah.
every time.
Can't see anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I feel
for both of them there because it's.
But it must have been that bad that she actually ran out. Like, she actually ran away.
Do you know what? No matter how bad it was for me, I couldn't leave.
Yeah,
I would just sit there and
so
film
I could
it.
either.
I could not.
I'd have to go through with it.
I would feel so bad.
You'd have to pretend that you're done.
Yeah.
And be like,
Yeah,
it's done. That's it. Thank you. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, halfway
to
through
make
I
it come
couldn't.
to an end.
Yeah, because then fair enough, don't speak about it after them. But to leave halfway through, he knows. Then he knows you couldn't even.
And then he's seen you again, and you're there talking to him like, "You're right," and you're not even looking at him.
I couldn't look at him though because I just knowing his micro penis.
Oh, the micro penis is such bad.
I feel like my friends have had situations where it's been alarmingly small, and they've been like, but once you're in that position, you've gone all night and you've got to that point, and then you're so disappointed. You're like, oh, fuck's sake, you've just got to crack on. Obviously, they don't see them after that, but they're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I can't imagine being in that situation.
No, I can't.
You know, for someone to be that good looking that you've actually decided, I'm going on a one night stand with you, I'm going home, I'm committed.
But she didn't even want to anyway.
Yeah, she felt bad for him from the
And
get-go.
the poor girl,
Yeah,
it weren't
true.
even worth it.
Yeah.
At
He
least
was,
if it.
he was just a friend from the pub.
Yeah. But then she met his
not
family
even
and they
worth
were
it.
nice, and then he was like, come out with us, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're so cute. Like, okay, yeah, I'll come out with you and celebrate with you. You've got no friends, I'll come with you.
I can
Kissing
imagine
was
what type
bad
of
as
guy
well.
it is.
That's
as
when you
well.
should know.
Teeth, like, he's got to at least be good in one area.
Yeah, you would think.
Clinking teeth.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just actually got no experience. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why. Maybe he has not experienced love with anybody
Yeah.
else, so he doesn't know how to do anything because he's so embarrassed he can't even get it out.
Teethy. Oh, was he biting?
Biting, teeth
lips.
banging. He was just trying to get.
I'd have to just pull away. Stop.
Let's start again.
Relax.
We're not rushing.
Yeah, let's just because I can't even pretend if you just like. I'd be like, just biting your lip.
See, I would actually rather sit there like that and give somebody a lesson.
Yeah.
Because I feel
Yeah.
sorry
You'd have to
for
take
them.
control and be
then
like,
run out and
let's
leave.
just
I'd be
calm
like, right,
down.
we're gonna rein it
follow
back.
my lead.
Oh
Aww.
no. Oh god. No, I don't
Poor
know.
girl.
She's yeah. I was gonna say she's a better woman than I am, but she's not because she left.
Yeah,
That would
But I
scar me.
respect
I
That.
think
that.
I'd battle through.
No, I would.
I'd end it very quickly.
Yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
I'd be like, oh, ooh,
Yeah. Ooh, thank you.
thank you.
Love that.
Let's go. Like we said, I think on the last one. I don't think it's came out yet, but it was the one where one of my clients got locked out of her car. They'd had sex in her car, and it was really bad. And he caught her checking the time.
Oh,
So it ended, and then they got out the car for some reason, and then the doors locked and her keys were inside, and he was naked and she just had no shoes on, but she was like, he was naked. And in that awkward situation while she was waiting for a friend to bring her key, he was like, so how was that for you? Like, what would you rate it? And we were like, what level of like, do you have to ask somebody to say like, how was that for you?
The most uncomfortable.
We said you should be able to gauge if you think that was a good
how
time.
was that for you?
I've been
Yeah.
asked, but the most uncomfortable thing is when like you laid there thinking like, oh my god, when's this gonna fucking be done? Like, and this is the story of my life. But like, you laid there and you're thinking, fucking hell, hurry up. Like, and then afterwards they're like, that was unreal, and I'm like, that.
And they're like,
wow. Yeah, they're like the best.
Catch
and I'm
my
like,
breath.
what the fuck?
And you're like,
Literally, and you've just got this sweaty, horrible pet, and I'm like, get off me! Like, oh, man,
What
it's
did
sick.
what he asked you, and what did you say?
I can't even remember.
Do you think you lied, or do you think you would have told the truth?
Oh, 100% I would have lied. And 100%.
fucking amazing.
I would be like, yeah.
Go
incredible.
again.
Oh my god. And then I'm literally like texting my friends like, get me the fuck
Yeah,
out.
order me an Uber, ring me.
I don't think. Luckily, I don't think I've had a really bad experience that I can remember. Where I was
Oh, I
like,
have.
"Oh my god,
Yeah,
that was
no, I
awful."
don't think
'Cause
I
how
do
wrong
either.
can you go? How wrong can you go?
I'm wrong.
Really?
Wrong. Seriously wrong.
'Cause I don't like wrong tempo, fair enough, or like a little bit clumsy.
It's just as well, you've got to think when someone is just into something different than you as well.
Yeah,
So,
and
like,
you
what
can tell
if
they're on a
they're-
whole other level. And you're just not.
Like,
there.
what if they're like into like a bit more aggression? And
Yeah.
you are, and you're like, whoa, like you're hurting me. Like, what? Are you doing?
Yeah.
I think,
Do you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, that could have been
Yeah.
like, that was too much for me. Or
Yeah.
what if
Yeah.
they're like a love maker, and you're like, we're not boyfriend girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is one that's like saying
like-
weird shit would freak me out.
Yeah, so I feel like
Yeah.
it depends on what emotion they're feeling, or
Yeah.
like how drunk they are, what kind of person they are.
Yeah.
That could make
Yeah.
it so two people don't work.
But yeah, one night stands are like the first time is always difficult because you're going in blind.
Yeah,
You don't
you don't
sit and
know
have a
what it is.
debrief. You're
Yeah.
just going in blind and kind of hoping
it works.
It works
Your
out.
tempos match.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't, then like you say, it's like...
I've never heard a good story about like
A one night stand.
a perfect one night, not perfect, but like I feel like I'm used to like obviously relationship, like
Yeah.
so now I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this? Because nobody knows what they're fucking doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know you yet.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like,
It's a
bless them, like it's not their fault. They
Yeah.
like, but like, oh
No, but some guys from that one get-go could just get you.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it will just be a good time. And that's when they're just a good person at sex.
Yeah.
So it might be that either you've
good
just been
person
with...
at sex.
Good person at sex. Like that's
Yeah.
their forte. So either concerning, are you a slag, or you just happen to be the same tempo as
Yeah.
me. So it might just mean that you've not met someone that's on that one night stand
Yeah.
that's not got the same tempo.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of boys try hard as well. That's their
Yeah, that
thing.
first time.
Like, they wanna
See,
impress
no,
you.
I feel like it's been boring. I'm like, oh my
Really?
god,
Yeah.
like yeah.
I feel like first time...
I'm really airing my dirty laundry.
first time, it's kind of like, yeah, the boys need to impress, but it's kind of all about them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They forget about you,
And
sometimes,
then
don't they?
if you see them again, that's when they're like, right, let's look after Megan. Let's make sure
Yeah.
Megan has a
Yeah.
good time, because I know that I'm enjoying this right now. So let's
Yeah,
make sure
Yeah, I
she's
feel like you
fine.
have to give, if you like them,
Yeah, you've
and
gotta
it was
give it a
shit, you've
go.
got to give them a benefit of
Yeah.
the doubt.
If it's not
and-
shit, then yeah. But if it's shit, then yeah, don't bother.
I feel like you give it your all the first few times as well.
Yeah.
Looking at everything you can do.
Do you know what I mean?
and I think
Tricks-
alcohol's
tricks upon tricks.
Yeah, and with alcohol involved a lot of the time, surely.
alcohol, I'm a porn star.
I was gonna say, surely that should make you better, like and more confident. So when you laid there like
Yeah.
a plank, and I'm like,
I can just
need
picture
it.
like watching me is not giving what I think it's giving. I'm thinking clumsy, very like in my head it's giving porn star. but
yeah.
Probably definitely
No,
not.
yeah, alcohol, it does.
It, like,
it
tipping
does
one-
wonders.
Ooh.
It does wonders.
I'm sure I bashed my head a few
But
times.
it's the next
like,
day when you wake up and then you think like, even with a partner, like I'd wake up and I'd think, what the
What
fuck
was I
was
doing?
I doing?
What was I doing?
Like we
I'm
do not
sorry,
speak
sorry,
about it.
Shut up. What am I?
Micro
What about
penis.
it? Can you vaguely say
Micropenis.
what was?
I feel
boring.
again. I feel like because obviously in a relationship for a while, I'm not used to this life.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
now, I'm used to someone that already knows me, knows what I
Yeah.
like, vice versa. Now I'm not used to this overthinking, thinking, oh my god, am I?
Yeah.
You're
Like,
now what now?
yeah, and
I feel like the advice I could give for going back into the world is to be a porn star.
yeah.
When you do go home
Really?
with that
But this
person,
is
give it
for
your
me.
all.
Yeah,
but this
from the
is for
get-go.
me. That's
Because
what
then
I
you take control because
yeah.
then you know what you like and you kind of get them to do what you like.
Yeah, but this is
Without
what
saying
I'm like
anything.
anyway. But then I feel like it's like
Do they panic and
just
go,
fucking
whoa?
boring. I'm like, give
Yeah.
me something.
Okay, so you
That's
need more of
how-
a man.
Yeah.
You need more of a
Yeah.
man.
I'm like,
Maybe it's just not the right person
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
not.
try
because
and find
that
one
should
on
make them
Saturday.
excited more than like pulling away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should. It should entice them.
Yeah,
That's
when
what
you're
I mean.
confident, I feel like
'Cause
that's
that's what I'm-
yeah.
that's
If they're
what I'm-
pulling away and being like, oh,
Yeah.
then you're like, I'd be like,
Get her
oh.
now.
I'd be like, are you all right? What are you
Yeah.
scared of?
Yeah.
Chill out.
I was just saying to my friends that I feel like it's just like you just need, like I can't explain it.
Yeah,
you
like
need
drag
some-
me around.
Yeah, literally like
Not like
beat me up.
Yeah.
I just hate boring
a bit
things.
of control,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip me over.
Yeah.
What we're doing now? Oh, great.
Okay.
Take
yeah.
me for a ride.
Yeah, and I feel like I can understand people.
Not literally. I mean, like, take me on a journey. I meant.
Take me on a journey.
I don't mean take me on. You know what I mean?
I'm just ready to go
I'm
home.
gonna put this back and think, fuck.
The weaves.
It went on for ages. That did. I tried to stop it and it kept going. I was like, it's going into the mic. Stop. No. Right. Any more that we would like to add to this week? I feel like we've spoken a lot about things.
Yeah, it's quite raunchy this episode.
What,
Yeah.
what could we call this episode?
I was gonna say micro
Bad
penises,
sex.
one night stands,
Yeah.
and Megan shit
yeah.
sex life.
Is that YouTube friendly?
Probably
Yeah,
not. Unless I put the
micro-
star.
Micro penis.
Yeah.
That was me doing the star.
Penis.
Bad one night stands.
Dog.
Dog.
Shitty.
Dead dog shrine / one night stand / micro
penis. Watch and tell us your stories. There you go, guys. Thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Bye.